Hi, Donna. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be talking about the deep dive in transformation program that you joined with me. We just completed 10 weeks. We have 2 more weeks to go. So, love to learn more about your experience and what made you sort of drawn to working with me. Where were you before? Let's start with that one. How were
Um,
you?
I was just existing. I was getting through each day. I felt that life was hard, and what was the point of it anyway? I was helpless. I was lost. I was unhappy. Um, I'd just had a suicide in the family, and I was suffering from grief and abandonment and rejection from that. Um, But on the whole, I was struggling before that. My traumatic memories were constant and overwhelming. And I was reliving my past mistakes all the time, daily. I was in pain. I was tired. I was weak. I was overwhelmed. Um, and I procrastinated in everything due to the low energy. I had no self esteem, no self love. I would speak negatively to myself and of myself in a way that I wouldn't do with other people. Um, I felt unacceptable. I felt I was not enough, and I felt unloved and unwanted. Um, I didn't trust myself, and I didn't believe in myself. And any type of criticism destroyed me, even imagined criticism. Um, my thoughts were noisy, they were negative, and they were intrusive. And I worried all the time, constantly. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what my values were, what my beliefs were. And I think I'd reached rock bottom and didn't know what to do.
So, that made you reach out to me. And we work through various issues, all your programming, like you say, values, the beliefs, all your triggers, the grief, especially. That was a big one for you, wasn't it? Because it's quite a recent event. And now, how do you feel after 10 weeks?
It's the best decision I ever made. I was concerned, what if I invested in this and it didn't work? I have had therapy 6 to 8 weeks every few years in the past due to depression and anxiety. And I was concerned that would it make a difference? And it has made an amazing difference. I've learned to trust myself and to love myself. I've learned to accept myself fully and not reject parts of me that I were rejecting. I took my power back and learned how to increase it. Didn't understand about power at all. And I now believe in myself and I can make good choices. I don't worry anymore. I just make good choices. I have self-love and positive energy. I can identify my vibrations and I know how to raise them. And that's fun. That's really fun. I dealt with my traumatic memories and they have no hold over me anymore. And I've learned to accept all of myself and love all myself fully and conditionally. We worked together, we broke down all the issues and dealt with them one by one instead of seeing it as a whole big mess. And I now know who I am. I know my beliefs. I've dropped a few beliefs that weren't helpful, and I've worked out what I value and what my values are and what's important to me, and I work on those. When you first asked me, where is your fun? I couldn't answer. I couldn't connect to it at all. I know where it is now and I chase after it. I've learned to be a mirror rather than absorb other people's negativity. I found out how much of an empath I am and how to protect myself and how to help others without rescuing them, which is a big thing. And I found all your tools really easy to use and very helpful. The worry time freed me up constantly through the day. I now have a worry time and I concentrate on that, and it leaves me the whole day to do everything else. I use gratitude now where I didn't. I love writing in my journal. I love affirmations, and I'm always adding to them. The vibrations, I've got that on my fridge. And if ever I need it, I don't go to the fridge for food now. I go to the fridge for my vibrations.
List, yeah, so you can see which vibration is higher, which one is lower.
Yeah. EFT, I'm now doing that myself, and I intend to go on your masterclass because that is just so helpful. And my positive self-talk. And I can honestly say now I wake up happy and I go to bed content. And as you know, I had a lot of problems with sleeping and insomnia when I first came to you. And I didn't think this could be achieved in 12 weeks. I thought we might nibble at a bit of things, but the transformation is amazing. And this morning when I was preparing for this, I went and read my client information form. And I don't recognize that person anymore. She was in so much trouble, and I would love to scream how 12 weeks can make this much of a difference. And it has, it really, really has. And I've enjoyed the journey. It's been tough. It's been tears. It's been emotional, but I'm in such a fantastic place now, and it's all down to you and your work. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. I mean, I love seeing your transformation. You're like shining, inside out. Before you had a completely different energy, didn't you? And your personal power percentage was like around 30%. Now it's high 90s. I think you mentioned 98% today. 98%.
And I've got a rotten cold. Yeah. Sorry.
And and you got 2 more sessions. I was saying we still got 2 more sessions to go. And you're gonna go over 100% soon.
I can't recommend this enough. I have really enjoyed working with you, and I do think things happen for a reason. And when I was looking on the web trying to find some help, I think I was led towards you.
Thank you. So just kind of for people to understand, what is it different working with me than other people?
I have done a couple of therapy sessions. They're normally 6 to 8 weeks. And I found that they've identified the problems, but they've not taken you the next step. What you do works really fast, and it almost works without you realizing it. So we've dealt with a lot of trauma from my childhood, and I didn't think I could feel about it the way I do now. Yeah.
We let go of the story of it. We let
go
of the energy, and now we set you free. So when you have a shift within you, your reality changes as well. So your foundation was very shaky. We created this amazing foundation. Now we're building your house on top of that very solid foundation. That's the difference. That's why you feel 98% like solid. It's amazing, isn't it?
But if I'm low, I know how to raise it now. I don't just sit. If I check in every morning, I check in throughout the day. And also if something happens or someone says anything, I check in, I see where I am, and I go to the next step.
Exactly. That's what exactly I want. I give you all the tools and techniques, so you make sure you always stay in the same place. You don't go down. So you can take care of yourself, going forward. You don't need me anymore. That's the idea. So is there anything else you want to say or add to mention it to anybody else? Anything at all?
I am just so grateful. I was a little bit apprehensive because I was very negative, and I thought, what if it doesn't work? But you give that offer that if it's not a mix, you've got your money back guarantee, which gave me the confidence to go ahead. And I never looked back. I've loved it, and I'm still loving it. So different life, completely different person. 12 weeks, well, 10 at the moment.
10, from low 30s to high 90s. That's a transformation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for trusting me and taking that journey with me as well. It's been my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you so much. Lots of love.
Thank you.